All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back into the draft. You know what? I think I recognize Trank Lily. Have we seen her before in a different? I think we might have saw her yesterday or in the first one. I don't know.
Lily?
Regardless,
Lily was playing the Omni last game.
Yeah, no, I swear I recognize
Reserve time.
the prefix, the Trank, and that profile picture from earlier in the qualifiers.
Bad dude's banning someone now.
Did you remember to unmute us?
I did this time around. You will be hearing
baby. Let's see.
Next
The green team's banning someone now.
I wonder if PMA is going to run Omni Knight again. That seemed to go extremely well. They first picked that, or picked it in the first phase at least, correct?
Yep, they first picked it. They were super confident with it, and Earth Spirit being banned out, I'm glad to see this happen. I mean,
5 seconds remaining.
Not glad as in, I'm happy that they did some research.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
It's such a frightening character against a team that knows how to play around it. It just the hero has way too many tools to make everyone's day a nightmare. So it's gonna come here. I'm assuming they're thinking about banning the Omni Knight too, but they're gonna ban the Puck. Yeah, I'm not sure how important the Omni Knight ban is. It's something that you can probably deal with in most cases.
Get
just
yourself a nice diffusal carry.
Yeah, Air Spirit is just such a nightmare. I just don't know how to even play around it. Like, what counters Earth Spirit? I mean, there are counters out there, but like, even then, it's just like Earth Spirit players can play around the counters and they're completely fine.
Yeah, the I again, because of work, I missed pretty much the entire beginning of that last game. Was the Earth Spirit pretty pivotal in securing their laning advantage? It was.
Yeah. It's like Earth Spirit border rolls and hits on the Silencer is slow, and Earth Spirit hits them with the Oral Venom, and the Silencer is mega slow, and the Juggernaut just comes in and spins, and Silencer is dead. Silencer TPs, and the same thing happened, and I think the same thing happened like 4 times in a row, and Juggernaut picked the phase boots, and the Silencer had no boots, and then
Radiant team.
And then he doesn't even need Earth Spirit anymore.
So they did a lane swap. The Silencer was over in the off lane, is that correct?
Yeah, he started in the off lane as an aggressive try, and it didn't go well at all. And then they swapped him back into a safe lane, but then the Earth Spirit and the Disruptor just followed him to a safe lane, so they killed him in the safe lane too with the Omni Knight. Because Omni Knight Earth Spirit is also disgusting, especially put a static like field on top of that, and you just can't get out.
5 seconds remaining.
Clockwork being promptly, picked.
On the same page, he was not banned out in the first phase, so an easy pickup for them, and they're actually going to.
Radiant team.
All right. Talk to me about this draft, Golgi, because work is calling.
So Queen of Pain being picked out by NIRP here. It didn't go very well for those last game, but still a very powerful character. And I do like the response from PMA picking the Night Stalker. Night Stalker, a hero that's very good against Queen of Pain because of that really extended silence he has in the Crippling Fear. An 8-second silence at max level and 12-second cooldown on it. And there's a level 25 talent he can get where he gets minus cooldown on that. I can't remember the exact amount, but he has like 150% uptime, I believe, around that amount. So even if you have a Lincolns, even if you have a Yules, he will be able to silence you basically forever. So, I mean, we're not really expecting it to be really relevant. The level 25 talents, they usually aren't. But just by having an 8-second silence that you always need to have Yules and Lincolns for is a pain for a squishy hero like Queen Pain who relies on the blink. That would not mean bad. So surprisingly enough, we don't see a Sand King pick, a popular first pick we're talking about, and he makes it through the first phase without a ban or pick in sight. Interestingly enough, for PMA, they decided not to go for the Omni Knight this time, opting for the Dark Seer, a much safer. I mean, he is as safe as you get when it comes to offlane. If we think about safe carries, Juggernaut, Dark Seer is basically the kind of counter to that. Not counter, and just kind of like, a hero that's better against Juggernaut. I mean, although he is. but someone that is kind of fits the same role. You know, is always reliable, can get farm, can keep really safe, which is what you want on the offlaner, and just great teamfight presence in the late game. All right, Omni Knight being banned out now from the PMA side. Okay, so they don't want to deal against the Omni Knight, or maybe something Omni Knight is a build that Dire only goes for if they have the Earth Spirit picked on their side also. Right now, a lot of hate being thrown out from NIRP towards their mid lane player. We didn't get to see the mid lane player. I believe that was no, it wasn't Lily. It was Roma. Roma do a lot of work in the last game. I mean, he played fantastically. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, you know, Lord Wilmore with the insane start of Juggernaut kind of stole the show from him, and maybe it looks like it is commanding some kind of, you know, fear from their Puck, Lina, and Necrophos being banned. Of course, Necros can go into a variety of lanes, off lane, safe lane, mid lane, all are viable for him. Although I really dislike the off lane Necrophos, and every single time we see off lane Necrophos so far in the open qualifiers, I feel like we've seen him feed. He can't really sustain very well. I mean, he can pick up the stick and the ghost shot can do that, but he needs a lot of mana, so he needs to get a lot of hits to get mana for his death pulse stacks. But, you know, if you get zoned out from the other supports, you don't have a lot of armor. So, I mean, it's very easy to push him out of lane unless you're going against a dual lane against very specific two defensive characters. So, yeah, usually I prefer him in the mid or the safe lane. Warlock being picked out from the Radiant, another very safe support pick. We've been talking about how impactful his Fatal Bonds can be and also how useless it can be if you use it wrong or right. Disruptor being picked out again by PMA. They ran this to great effect in the last game. And there was some insane plays. I remember, I believe there was Street Light on him. There was a glimpse play that hit it. I mean, he could have glimpsed back a target that was running away, but he decided to glimpse back the position one silencer back towards where the entire group was grouped up, and he silenced all of them with a static storm and kinetic field to get the maximum effect with the static storm. What I, when I kind of play Disruptor, I kind of, of course this is bad, but I just always kind of have the habit of just glimpsing whoever is the farthest away to try to get him a backfire as possible. But, just being able to just have in your mind, like I kind of play like few steps ahead, kind of memorizing where every hero has been in the last 4 seconds. I feel like that was what Streetlight was doing, because that silencer glimpse, he only moved like not very many units, like a Dragon Slave range, but that amount was all he wanted, just so he can be grouped up with everyone else to be able to land that 3-man static storm. Earthshaker being picked out from the other side. Earthshaker, a hero that's been quite powerful in the recent patches. Very, very good at the off lane. Usually we don't see him in this roaming position anymore, but he can be. I do remember the pedophiles running the Earthshaker on B, I believe. He did an incredible amount of work on the Earthshaker roamer, so it could be possible, but usually I think Earthshaker sees a position 3 over the Clockwork. Clockwork, the more popular roamer right now. And there's a lot of area control here, because Clockwork with the cogs obviously being able to make his pseudo terrain, and Earthshaker being able to make literal terrain with the Fisher. So there's going to be a lot of zoning, creative zoning that can be created with these. Sven being picked out from the Dire side. I mean, it's a classic. The vacuum into Sven, into the Stormhammer, and then Disruptor on top. Why not? Why the hell not? Throw a kinetic field in there and a wall replica in there.
Yeah, I think vacuum into static storm is one of the scariest things that can exist into Dota.
Yeah, or vacuum into, God's strength Sven.
Yeah.
And that's one way to quickly lose a team fight. So, I mean, Dire are definitely going for a pretty reliable team fighting build here. I like these, team fighting builds are not super reliant on having to go off on ultimates. I mean, we see those wombo combo teams with Enigma into, like, I don't know, enter any kind of AoE big ultimate things here. Like, the problem with those things are whenever your ultimates are down, you are so weak. But Darkseer with vacuum and Disruptor just with kinetic field, even without their ultimates, can do a lot of work.
I do see, so you probably already touched on this, but I do see that Omni Knight was banned. It's actually going to be by PMA, though.
Yeah, I did mention that. I was wondering why they did it. I guess it just has to do with their draft. They're taking the Disruptor again, and they don't want someone to be able to repel and just walk out of the kinetic field. And just magic immunity in general should be very strong here. So I'm assuming that's why that was banned out. I mean, they're also hitting on Lifesteal, another magic immune hero that should be very good here. I mean, in the last draft that PMA had, the Lifesteal would have been very good on those side, but PMA had the foresight to be able to ban him out. So, you know, I do like their drafting style so far, and Silencer coming out, just hearing their team fight.
Oh, but Silent, we saw that Silencer last game.
Yeah, on the other team though, it was on those, which did incredibly terribly. So hopefully Silencer will be able to do better here. It is going to be a mid Silencer this time, not the safe lane.
We did see the weaknesses of the heroes of a strong rotating hero, and I think the as you were mentioning, the fissure from the Earthshaker, there's a lot of potential for Silencer to have a pretty bad time here in the mid.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be a Clockwork roaming and Earthshaker in the offlane. Well, of course, both these heroes very adept at being able to do both. It's just I find Clockwork a little bit more mana efficient, and he can stay out in the field a little longer than the Earthshaker can. But Earthshaker, of course, can have a lot more impact, and a lot more longer impact too, with the Fissure staying out for 8 seconds.
Oh, we're seeing the Troll. Now this is someone who can fight up against a Sven, blind him up, and then just start bashing away.
Yeah, I mean, picking up a BKB is going to be very important for him this game, fighting against the Disruptor and the Silencer. Don't want to get combo too heavily here, but you know, with a good safe lane, he should be able to have that up. I mean, last game we were talking about how Troller was looking a little bit dangerous for the side of NIRP, and NIRP decided to run a Silencer as their position 1 because they didn't want to run a melee core against the, you know, they had Earth Spirit, they had Omni Knight, they had Disruptor. Of course, this game there's a Disruptor still here, but that's basically the only big thing that melee has to worry about. Of course, you know, Silencer is just a pain in the ass for anyone, and Darkseer can be a pain within the lane, but Troll can always change the range, so. Yeah, Troll, not a very high range on his auto attacks, but, you know, enough to get away from Iron Shell to be able to take the creep down.
Yes. Yeah, and then that, the Fervor stacks will let him really just start pumping DPS into that Ion Shelled creep.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with PMA's drafting so far. You know, last game they drafted very, very fluid, and it wasn't a very team fighting though, but they had a very good team fight, but they had incredible early presence with that build, and now they're going for something that is more team fighting oriented, but not reliant and only team fighting. It's a very versatile draft.
Kiasru, once again, getting the same exact ward out here in this position. It's going to give them vision on top of the bounty rune without blocking the camp, so it's very unlikely that this is going to get dewarded. Also, vision into the lane as well.
Yeah, so smoke coming out from the PMA side. They want to be invading into the jungle. They're going in. Oh, they find the troll, but
oh, he is in such a bad position. Just gonna get completely deleted from this game.
That has to be the most unlucky thing I've seen. He just happens to just walk here while they're walking in here, and he just completely missed them. Like 1 second.
Warlock?
Oh no! Okay, at least no stuns from Godsend because this is a Night Stalker.
It's super unfortunate that they got that kill so quickly, because now they immediately had drawn on the map right here and clicked here. So if they're... Oh, actually, it looks like Sven will be too far away, so they will be able to at least get the bounty rune on Earthshaker.
The battle begins.
Alright, so the game is going to start with a very good start for the Dire side. Who did get the kill? That was Lily on the... Darkseer being able to get the kill super early. He's going to have this Soul Ring in no time. Already has enough money to be able to buy either the Sage's Mask or the Ring of Regen if he wants to get it right away.
Oh, you know what? I'm all turned around. I thought PMA was on the Radiant side because this is an identical ward to the one that they threw last game. But actually, that was not PMA. That was
on mid.
Yeah. Oh. Dagger, Shadow Strike going to come out and a little bit of damage in, but they've already taken so much regen economy damage.
Yeah.
Pop does not want to have to use the salve already. It's the only thing she has.
Yeah, Kiwi? Or is his name spelled backwards? But anyway, the Quap has a salve in his inventory, so he'll be able to wear out some of this harass before being pushed out. Looks like he's going for a double null talisman build before getting the bottle, or if he is even looking at going the bottle. Void coming out. God's getting chased down by that.
Battery assault's going out, but it's pretty deep. Shaker's having an okay time in lane right here. He's not completely forced out, but he's definitely not, able to get in. Get a little economy going.
He tried to use a fish and try to get the range creep there, but Sven on top of the ball being able to deny that out. Now Pig wants to kind of soak up experience from this pulled creeps here. He's going to be able to get one last hit with the Fisher. He really wants to get this range creep. It's going to be very important. He might get denied.
He's going to get denied, yeah.
Impatient. A little bit impatient from Pig.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Should have done the attack animation cancel mind play. Maybe get Disruptor to do the work for him.
Or just wait for those creeps to get pulled out to be able to wear it down. Streetlight getting punched by Pig.
Ooh, yeah, he's doing quite a bit of damage to him.
Although I think the Silence doing a lot better this time. Pretty good matchup against the Queen. Very squishy character. Can't really deal with the amount of harass that Silencer throws out with that Glaze of Wisdom.
Should have fairy out of salve.
Yeah, second salve. Yeah, it's so hard to lane against Silencer who has...
But a gank going at bottom, and here comes the Night Stalker putting lots of damage into the Warlock, but Warlock is going to be able to use this Shadow Word. Healing up right now, and are they trying to turn? Asashi, oh no, they're on to Night Stalker once again. Night Stalker is just coming in deep right here, but it's not nighttime, and he could get slowed up. No, they're kind of spreading the damage out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Darkseer already has his Soul Ring up, and he actually used that to Ion Shell himself.
So while that was going on, there was a gank top lane, and Clockwork was able to kill Streetlight on that Disruptor.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for the Troll here in the bot lane going up against the Darkseer, especially with the Night Stalker kind of rolling around here. Nighttime in 20 seconds. He is TPing top.
Looking to come down on them. Yeah, they're not going to be able to catch anyone. No glimpse right now, so... Despite the difficulty of the Ion Shell, Troll Warlord still having a very competitive time with the Sven, basically dead even. Mid lane, very much favoring the Silencer right now.
Wow, literally just not caring. He's taking a lot of damage just to be able to secure some jungle creeps here. It's risking a lot. It's going to be okay.
Something bad is happening in your bottom.
Oh, he even finds a regen rune. Hallelujah.
Oh, what luck.
And he's just going to be coming back into jungle, maybe trying to harass Kaz a little bit here. Nice Stalker. It is nighttime. That Void is going to be quite effective now. 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's got Tranquil Boots up, so he's quite fast, but not as fast as a Night Stalker. There we go. He's getting some Battery Assault in, but now it's going to be double Ion Shell damage coming onto him. They get the heal up. Warlock could be into trouble now. Void coming out. There, it's going to hit. He's slowed up. Oh, a nice Cogs is going to pull him away and even get a bit of Cog damage out to him. Cog taking some heals as well. That's going to be a sweet disengage. Really going to disrupt that first gank from the Night Stalker.
Yeah, I mean, that was the awkward little dance that they had there. Gaza now finding Troll farming. So yeah, Aishiashi What's up with these long ass names?
Smoke coming into the mid with Clockwork. He's got the cogs ready. Are they going to have the damage? Immediately they get the Shadow Strike up. Now here comes Clockwork. Clockwork's coming in. Here comes the trap in the cogs with the battery assault going up. Now Q putting the damage in. He's got a blink and a scream. He's going to use it. That's a kill on the silencer.
Obviously pushing a little bit too aggressively there, staying on the enemy high ground. He didn't even have a ward. I guess there was a ward right here, but it definitely doesn't see what's coming up or on the other side if they do gank. But that was also a smoke gank, not that ward will help much.
Lily just pumping out the double shells as much as he can, so you can kill one, but you can't kill them all.
That's what you do as Darkseer. Nice Stalker, stalking in the night. Would love to get a kill on the Queen here. As a cripple, he has crippling
Coming
fear
in
too.
He's got it. Silence is out. They're gonna use the glimpse, but it just keeps her in place. Silence still available. Are they gonna get it? No, she does not blink out in time.
Yeah, crippling fear is brutal. 5-second silence for level 1 spell. Can you imagine? Of course, it has to bring a knight, but that is rough. I love it when they do this. After your mid laner gets ganked, just sending your support to the mid to be able to soak up some XP while they're gone.
That's a very important thing to do this game because Warlock, that's a big teamfight ult that they're going to have available.
He might run into
but Night Stalker, yeah, is going to find him, punching away.
He's
No, he's just going to walk by him. He was so focused on the Queen, he didn't notice the tasty Warlock.
He's gonna go for it anyway.
Cock, he's going to be able to TP out of there.
What? God has the most awkward little play. He just kind of goes after the Queen, does an auto attacker, just kind of brushes against her like he did against the Warlock and just walks across the lane. Just takes a dagger to the butt. Soul Ring also up on Pig, so he's going to be able to spam out those fissures. And more importantly, those enchant totems to be able to disrupt Sven's farm. But everyone's closing up on Pig.
Oh, Pig! Trying to get that bounty rune a little too. Oh, big ankle slam and immediately following up with a fissure. Lots of damage out, and Wilmore actually, he's going to be able to make it Idler with a free kill.
Everyone forgets about the ankle slam. I'm like, oh my god, Pig, you're just going to die for your bounty rune greed. But no, he gets both bounty runes and Night Stalker killed a huge echo.
He's just going to farm up a camp here.
Yeah, then he's just going to go back. He's going to be a rich boy.
Ooh, missed the kill. Cock trying to rotate once again, but a little bit too far out.
Right now, both the Potion 1 carries doing very good job of CSing. 54 to 54. Can't even ask for any more.
Tower is under attack.
Trolls denies though, thanks to that Darkseer, the Ion Shell means that he's gonna have a little bit of an XP advantage over the Sven. Very minute right now, but it is there.
God's Hand will make it with him bot lane. Find Kaz.
Oh, Kak is coming in. Darkseer's gonna search through the trees. Kak turns around. He's not gonna be able to shell him up or cogs him.
Is his name K Aces? Or Aces? Maybe K is silent. Why can't they have easies?
Casey's.
Casey?
Let's call him Casey.
Casey, alright, I like it.
Coming around again, Darkseer. He does not have a surge right now. He's gonna get spotted. Surge in 1 second. He's inside of the trees. Oh, but the battery assault will stop that immediately. No TP for you. He's got the surge, but he's trapped up in the cogs right now. He uses the surge, but he's trying to run away.
God.
1, 2, 3. The final axe throw. Cross the map. No scope. Blind
Great use
axe
of the,
throws.
Yeah, battle trance right there. Even actually, you could have maybe used it a little bit earlier there. Got some extra damage. Then like Casey can pound into that Darkseer a little bit more, but you know, in the end they got the kill. Doesn't matter.
Nice bounty or a nice regen rune denied by Kia on the Warlock. Silencer's headed mid or was about to get that. He just says nope, no thank you.
Yeah, so far Silence is doing quite a good job here. I mean, we did recognize that it is a very bad lane for the Queen of Pain, a squishy character that can handle a lot of harass, and that's what Silencer does. 60 last hit on him compared to 28 on the Queen of Pain, more than doubling his opponents. Yeah, getting just harassed. Oh,
Yeah, man, he's doing so much damage right now with those glaives.
Yeah. And it's not like he has even stolen that much int. It's just 6 int on him. I guess that's actually quite a decent amount. Only 3 kills. Oh my god, Kia getting eaten on our Arcane Curse. Top lane, Pig getting gone slowed down, but it's gonna be okay.
You can't kill Pig. Pig is showing you. Oh, he's gonna get glimpsed back. He doesn't have the mana. He's got a Soul Ring right now, and he's got Echo Slam up. He could bait them into a really bad position if he wanted to. Here it comes. No, they're gonna stun him up. He is stunned. Soul Ring. No, he's not able to. Pig is gonna get killed. That would have been such a good Echo Slam time.
You have no idea how scary that was. All 3 heroes were fatal bonded. Can you imagine if that
by
went
the
off?
creeps, yeah. I think he was waiting too long for the Fatal Bonds to come out to do that that Soul Ring Echo Slam.
Yeah.
He could have. He was by the creep wave when he was getting ganked on, or when he was getting ganked. The Echo would have done a ton of work there.
Yeah. Even without the Fatal Bond, but that was really scary. But God's Hand, on point with those CC stacking, making sure the Crippling Fear came out at the exact time as soon as the stun wore off.
There they go. They're going on to Casey. Casey's gonna get glimpsed. Oh no, excuse me. That was the Casey's getting glimpsed. Back. Global Silence is committed. It's just gonna be a disengaged Q. Fills up his bottle with an illusion rune. Now, Darkness is out. Night Stalker is here. He is ready to rotate, ready to gank, but he's gonna get clipped by a fissure and is about to get found. Is he gonna cancel? They're just gonna commit the Echo Slam. Kill onto the Night Stalker. Night is supposed to be his time. But Pig showing that he's the real monster.
Yeah, as we've talked about, when it comes to those long cooldown ultimates, just using it to pick up a kill in the early game is perfectly acceptable, and that's exactly what we'll be doing. You're not going to be finding a 3-man. I mean, we might have, but it's really rare.
You're not gonna, except that we've already seen one, and the potential for another. But it was worth it to pick up that kill on Night Stalker. That's really gonna put him kind of mind games as well. Night is supposed to be his fun safe time. He's not supposed to be dying.
Take back the Night from the monsters. Blink Dagger now also on Pig. He's doing great.
Darkness is used. Aishi? They're trying to chase down Aishi.
Yeah, he's just gonna be excusing himself to the jungle. Mechanism also on Lily. Both these off laners having a great time. Only one that didn't get a lot out of the lane is probably the QE in
Dust is up.
Pain.
They've got this illusion here. They think it's pretty safe. Oh, and he's gonna TP out of there. Successful. Now they're finding Kyasu. Kyasu is TPing. Oh, he's gonna get glimpsed. And now Kyasu, the Warlock, being taken completely out. Was level 6 there and could have contributed a lot to a fight here. So instead, the other team is going to bail and take the top tower instead.
Four staff on the roll. Doing significantly better.
Yeah, they're taking this faster. They do have a troll warlord, of course, and they'll take it.
Mid lane tower being definitely more important than the safe lane tier 1 for the top lane dire. Like this tower, I feel like is the most inconsequential tower in the game, because like these two camps that it protects are like already
could get found.
dangerous.
Right now, they're gonna use the global silence. She's trying to run away. Jukin, making sure that she doesn't get crippling feared. She's gonna throw a dagger out and is making it back now. Cassie is in the cogs, trapping up Sven. Sven has his god strength. Nice hookshot is gonna buy him a little bit more time, but now he's caught in the static storm and the creeps are bearing down on him. Kiwi just blinking out of there. They're gonna trade it just for a clockwork though. I think they're quite happy for that. But now,
power though.
Yeah, PMA are gonna take the tower. They look like they want to respond. Pig is coming in. He has his blink dagger. He's going to be able to blink. Echo slam onto the creep wave, immediately following up with the fissure. They're going to blow up that Night Stalker. Dropping the rock too onto Sven. Sven taking a lot of damage. He's going to have a hard time getting out of here. Upheaval, everything that they need. 1, 2, 3 down. PMA,
That
that was NIRP, showing that they know how to respond.
Yeah, making sure they're not throwing away power for free. That was a lot of kills. That was a 1.5k gold swing going over to the NIRP side, and they might transition this over to a tier 2, which then will be a huge victory for their side.
Dire's
Yeah, they got their
golem
golem.
is still up. Still half duration left on that, making the creep can't get there to defend.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Battle transfer was already committed. Suspense is also dead for another 6 seconds. They can't defend.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, especially now with
Roma's
this
push.
golem. Look,
Dire's
forward scouting.
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Very nice job from NIRP.
Green Dude's top thing
But
is about to
back
get
up.
knocked
They're drawing
over.
on the map. They
Radiant
want
structures
to be
are
able to
fortified.
go towards the mid here. Oh, towards
It's like, yep, they're
Roshan.
gonna smoke out.
Yeah, there's a little scam being thrown out of Roshan. They're fearing that the troll might have TP'd into Roshan and taking it. But instead, Kez has invisible. He might actually pop. He pops the smoke.
And
With
they don't
this
have any
invisible.
detection to stop him,
Yeah.
do they? Oh, they do have a sentry ward.
They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea why there's smoke right now.
They're gonna deward around the pit, and it looks like they are gonna respond, show themselves in lane, put Roma in front, make him look like you know, he's just farming up. Battle chance to use, but it's just for this ancient stack that Ice Sheet is taking right now.
Roma going for a Rod of Atos instead of complete the Hurricane Pike.
Scan. It's gonna connect out onto onto the disruptor. They know that they're up here. Not doing anything with it. Pig just hanging out back here.
Yeah. It's like what Moonminder did. Just kind of hide around the trees, come out to take the creep wave and run away. So far, Troll doing an incredible job of staying on top of the net world. 8.4 gold for him. Yasha already finished, going for a BKB right after. Not even going to finish off the Sandra. I do like this idea quite a bit. Maybe this is a rare game where he doesn't fit on the Yasha and goes for Manta, so he can have both the BKB and the Manta style, just to be able to combat the little styles a little bit better.
Has been denied.
Picking a nice Nai onto the tier 1, just pushing the more global net worth towards his side.
Bad Dude's middle tower. Everyone, go now!
Oh, Lord Volar going for an Echo Saber build. I haven't seen this in a little bit. Usually we see nowadays Svens go for Mask of Madness into a Sanjin Yasha, but of course he has a Darkseer on his team, and all he wants to do is be able to burst as soon as possible rather than trying to drag out the fight. So Echo Saber, the no-brainer choice here. Sanjin Yasha, of course, had the effectiveness of being able to chase pull down a little bit better with that Yasha move speed, but who needs that when your team can set up the perfect combo for you? Hand of Midas being queued up by God's Hand. We'll scale into late game, and also I find that Stalker has also great talents, so just being able to get levels on him is great.
Yes.
And also you should be able to transition into the Egg Interceptor a little more smoothly towards the late game.
I mean, the 8-second crippling fear cooldown is insanity. That'll put it at a 4-second cooldown, and when it's daytime, that's a 75% uptime. When it's nighttime, it's 100% uptime. More than.
It's 150% uptime. Oh, the
hook shot
barely
not gonna
misses.
miss. Yeah, not gonna latch.
He thought Roma was going to constantly keep backing up, but Roma had to turn around to get a last hit, which saved his life there, actually. There's a lesson on being greedy. If you play greedy, you'll want to dodge hook shots. Plate mail being picked up by Pig here. I'm assuming that is going to go into a Lotus Orb, which is going to be a very important item for them this game. Having to dispel the Night Stalker's crippling fear. And I mean, that's also one of the ways to be able to combat that crippling fear cooldown if they do get to late game. If you just place the Echo Shell on whoever Night Stalker wants to go, which is usually Queen of Pain, then Night Stalker is going to have to also silence himself. And of course, being able to dispel it off being the most important part. Also, of course, Pig can also use it to himself. I mean, you don't want to miss a good Echo Slam opportunity because of a global silence.
He's got this, Earthshaker has a casual plate mail. You said that was, he's probably picking up a Lotus Orb with that?
Yeah. It's going to be a very important item this game. Mostly because of the crippling fear and the global silence. Being able to spell that off of his carries and also himself is going to be very important. Also, being able to preemptively put it like a clockwork goes in, and then you just put it on clockwork, and the enemy team can really respond very well, because if Wilnor kind of throws out a Stormhammer against a clockwork, you want to deflect quick onto your entire team. So it's a very versatile item that's, I think, a must get in this game. I actually would love to see Clockwork pick one up, or even Warlock. I think they should get two this game. Well, of course, it's going to be a very long time before Warlock picks up anything substantial. Playing a version 5 role, making mostly wards for himself and the team. Kind of lull in action right now. Neither team's going to do anything, but there's finally a smoke coming out.
Yep, smoke coming out from PMA. They gonna find anyone? They've just got Silencer up in the front.
The scan coming out from them. He's not gonna catch anything.
Sven going forward. Is he gonna see Pig? His smoke is gonna pop. They know that someone is here. Pig, though, always knows something up. A 7th, even an 8th sense for this player. Always knowing what to do at any given moment.
Yeah, he stopped taking that camp and just walked back. And if he didn't walk back in like exact second he did, he would have been caught. So just great player sense here. Going for the troll, might be going for the mid tower in trade here.
Green dude's top thing.
No, they'll commit the silencer TP back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, no push.
Illusion.
Very safe game so far. Only 14 kills in this 22-minute game.
Not the lowest I've ever seen, but definitely not one of those 2 kills a minute slugfests.
Yeah. And
or
both teams
stomps,
playing
whatever.
it very safely. No one's taking any kind of risk. No one is going for risky pushes or overextending during a smoke gang. And making sure that they don't commit anything unless they have a smoke on their side. And right now, the map control is over on the PMA side, but that won't be for very long. Once in 30 seconds the daytime hits, it might be the time for NIRP to be able to come out of their hiding hole and take over the map. Yeah, I love Ice Sucker's design for like this reason. It makes teams play in a different like mini game. It's like a tug of war during night.
Oh, Echo Slam immediately, everything being used on the Silencer, just removed from the game. But instead, it's going to be a big rock and a vacuum wall into the Sven, beating away onto everyone. 1-2, 2 down on each team now. They're trying to chase up Kyasu, taking so much damage. One more will be all it's needed to take him down. Now the Troll Warlord is up on the high ground trying to run away with Kase. And that'll be it. End of the fight. How'd that work out there, Golgi?
Like nothing was happening. They blink Echo Slam out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, they committed a lot to blink Echo Slam, and unfortunately, Critical Pain followed up on that, which set up a perfect vacuum for Lily into a wall and then to a Static Storm, which meant Sven just went ham on them. Even with the Yules on Queen of Pain, she just couldn't outlast the Static Storm. But thankfully, the Troll Warlord Aishi kind of positioning himself correctly behind the enemy lines so he can actually get some return kills there, being able to pick up those supports.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Alright, duty calls. Golgi, putting it over to you.
More duty. Alright, so, I mean, I mean, the Troll Warlord has picked up the BKB already, and that was one of the biggest reasons why he was able to get the last one. And this is going to be Pig going down most likely. Won't be able to blink out. Rod of Atos completed on Roma, which means he will be able to make those kills happen more often. KC is just going to TP out, thankfully not spotted by the dire forces here. Lord Wilmore, about 600 gold away from his BKB recipe being finished up. Aishi just going straight for the tower. He's going to be able to commit the battle trance, but a well-timed Blitz is going to be able to protect that. God Hand, crippling fear to Warlord, applying that insane mischance against him. That is 50% mischance. But that the darkness is over. It's going to be 2 minutes for the day. Static Storm being dropped to be able to secure that top tower. And everyone's going to blink out there. Just hit and run tactics. Oh, one more hit? Okay, yeah. That one more last cannon hit in the mid lane is going to be able to put that tower in the mid into deny range, which God Hand will be glad to take away from the enemy team. Because this troll is going to be able to take this down in no time if he doesn't. If he sees it, yeah, he's going to see it. Hand of Midas on him also been a while since he has that. Battle Trance, you know what that means. Roshan is being taken down right now by the Troll Warlord. And he's going to be able to easily take this with Vladimir's offering. Pig standing by, of course, with the Kiasu. Making sure nothing is going on. Queen Painting with blinking in. They have no vision around here, so PMA has no idea this is going on. I mean, they might have an inkling, but they can't respond without any vision on their side. Easy Roshan. PMA now responding. They're grouping up around mid. Darkness being popped. But NIRP already out of there. And the network. Look at the network in this game. So even. Up and down, but never even going more than about 2k on either side. So it seems like we have a pretty evenly matched game here. 10 kills to 10 kills. And even the tower. Oh, they have the exact same tower kills. 4 towers on each side. You can't get more even than that. Less than 1k network lead for PMA. Night Stalker on the Night Hunt. You know, he's just on the hunt for the bounty rune. He's going to get out of there. Alright, so Lord Wilmore has finished the BKB, going for that Assault Cuirass next.
Thrice is nice.
He's going to be able to commit without worrying too much in the next fight. Only thing that goes to BKB here, I believe, is a Sonic Wave. Otherwise, be untouched. Oh, no. Excuse me, there is the Chaotic Offering, which is a big BKB piercing spell. God's Hand. Only 2k gold away from the game-changing Aghanims on him. We might as well talk about more items here. Diffusal Blade now picked up from the Troll Warlord. It's augmenting that damage a lot more. And he did complete the Sanjan Yasha. He did not go for the Manta. I mean, it's not really an item that you want on Troll. Butterfly is his next target. Both teams still playing it very safe, even with the Aegis on Aishi. They just don't want to fight him to the night. But right now, they're posturing up for it. There comes the Battle Trance. There's a Crippling Fear, making Aishi miss a bunch of times, but it won't be enough. The Echo Shell is there from the Lotus Orb to be able to keep him safe on the Crippling Fear. And he's going to start drumming away on this tower again. Back up, Darkness being popped. Being able to elongate this night a little bit longer. It is day, I believe, in the normal world. For Warlord, looking a little more carefully, but he does still have the Aegis and the BKB. Oh, he's gonna take this easy. The initiation coming out, Global Silence being popped, Nice Tackle jumping into the back lines. They're gonna be able to find Troll Warlord, but he does pop the BKB and get away. Warlord looking for a target. There comes a walk. But, oh yeah, Warlock is always switch target that they're looking for. Casey gets the street light there. Queen of Pain going to slip out. Casey looking for more in the back line, but Sven is not the one he's looking for. Yeah, Sven gonna be able to jump on him, destroy him. 3 shots. And God's Hand discovers Troll here. He can't duel him, especially under the shrine, but here comes Lily to help. Queen coming in, big Echo Slam, being able to commit on 2 heroes there. Lord Wilmore being slowed down by the Sange, and no mana from the Diffusal Blade. Just overextending. They had won that team fight, but they just want to get more and more and more, and eventually committing to a fight into trying to kill the Troll on that shrine was just a little too much. They just set up a perfect Echo Slam into the Queen's Sonic Wave, and that's all she wrote. So the gold lead now swing over 1k over to the NIRP side. Still very close game, but now they have broken the equilibrium by taking 1 more tower, then PMA, and 2 more kills. So we are disrupting this symmetry here. We can just stare at the network graph a little bit more. Look at those waves going up and down. Nice and calming. Street light. Woo, he finished up his Midas. I'm going to be very happy about that. 31-minute Midas. Whatever we can get at this point. God's Hand, 1500 away from his Aghanim Scepter. The Bell Trance was committed. This tower is going down. There's no way they can defend this. Darkness being popped. Global Silence still not up. Global Silence up in 10 seconds. There comes the Rod of Atos. Aegis will just reclaim. That was the Aegis Horn. And they're just going to get the hell out of here. But Neymar has other ideas about it. There comes the wall. Sven's going to blow up Casey. There comes the Global Silence. One more hit, Casey's going to go down. Troll Warlord separated in the back lines. That will be able to find the Earthshaker on the back line. Lily doesn't want to get rid of this Troll yet. He's going to be chasing down, and Wilmore is going to be here to be able to stun him away from TPA. He tries to fight back, but you can't fight against 4 players. And now, PMA taking all the way back. We should be seeing that we're swinging right back to their favor after this one. That was a 2.7k gold swing. Troll Warlord losing 500 gold there, and Silencer the big winner with 856 gold. Sven pulling more than 4,000 damage in that fight. Really making this team come work for his side. I really want to commend Lily there with that initiation. Blunk in, be able to use the vacuum to get people away, use the wall replica to separate the carries away from the supports. And at that point, what do? You were separated. Troll was in a no man's land just with a BKB. Everyone was kiting him around while Lord Wilmore was going ham on the NIRP backlines. Handle Midas also on the Queen of Pain. Midas Gaming is in full effect here in this game. There is 3 Midases right now. Oh, actually I thought there was going to be way more. I wonder what is like a... When can you call a game Midas game? More than 50%? 5 Midases? I think that's a pretty good metric. Yeah, so that definitely not a Midas game here. Shiva's Guard, the next target for the Queen, so she doesn't get blown up. Aishashi with only 1 more Diffusal Blade left on his... 1 more charge left on his Diffusal Blade, rather. We'll see if he wants to refresh that. Definitely one of the most stat-effective items in the game. The recipe for Diffusal 2, that is. The Butterfly seems to be more efficient here. Lord Wilmore, about 400 gold away from his Assault Cuirass. All the cooldowns are up, and I'm assuming what PMA is waiting for is for God's Hand to be able to pick up the Aghanim Scepter. That is going to be a huge power spike coming over from that side. And of course, NIRP with the Troll Warlord, they're looking for the next Roshan to spawn. Roshan, we're going to see the timer in 1 second here, and it's going to be a minute and 20 seconds, so a pretty average respawn time, a little bit quick. But here comes the darkness. Does he have the 8 items yet? Oh, that's going to be items delivered to him on the courier. So, Night Stalker is in full effect here, boys. He's going to be able to pick up that gem soon, and going to be taking over the entire game. Yeah, and as soon as the Against Hunter comes out, there's a smoke and the line drawn being across the map. Here comes the Night Stalker. I mean, they won't be able to get away from him this time. No gem on him yet, no detection. I'm assuming there's a sentry on someone, no sentries. Not like there's a lot invisible on the other side. Oh, they're not gonna find anyone. Yeah, very, very, very smart from NIRP. They're just gonna play it safe. They're gonna stay on the high ground. They're gonna throw out the flare. They're gonna see anyone. They definitely know someone is smoked, without a doubt. All right, they're pinging them out. They see them on the map now. So NIRP immediately steps off from their high ground. Very, very, very good discipline play. Roshan spawning in 10 seconds. We'll see if PMA can use this newfound map advantage to their side with the Aegon Scepter on God's hand.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Pig working on that Heaven's Halberd next, which is going to cripple Lord Wilmore's effectiveness if he can get the Heaven's Halberd before Sven pops his BKB, of course. Because after he pops his BKB, you can't disarm it anymore. But if you do it before, he can't even purge off the disarm. Pig might get caught out here. He's going to get Arcane Curse. But that Stormhammer misses. You will TP out.
There's one thing we've learned from this game. It's you can't kill Pig.
No, oh my god. Lord Wilmore, I mean, it's a smart idea that he will only get the max range Stormhammer by trying to splash it off of a creep. But Pig just positioning himself correctly there, just like a little bit inch to the left, and splash range not in range will get him. Darkness being popped. Vision of Plenty from God's hand. They'll be able to spot anyone who wants to be able to dispute Sven's right.
Troll Warlord's coming in. Here comes the hook shot. It's going to hit onto Sven. Sven, they haven't taken the Roshan yet. Now here comes the fight. Global Silence is used, but Troll Warlord, he's just beating away. He's trying to put the damage into Sven. Sven is going to have to pop his BKB. Now, Troll Warlord doing the damage to him. They're going to scream into him. Here comes the Rock as well. Now into the Static Storm. They're trying to get as much as they can. Only Clockwork has gone down. Now, Roma getting beat up by the Golem. In the back line, everyone's fighting. A fly up from Night Stalker. Is he going to find Kiasu? No, he's not going to find him. Everyone's just bailing on this fight, and nothing else is going to happen. But I'm going to keep talking loudly because finally, Disruptor is going to go down, and that'll be the end of the fight. The disengage. Now it's going to be the Radiant's turn to get in here and take this Roshan.
Wow, and they're going to steal it away. All that vision can do much if the Clockwork jumps in bravely like that. I mean, I suppose that's something that the Dire should watch out for. Probably pushing their heroes to be able to body block that hook shot. Because that Cogs within the Roshan pit kept Sven in there for so long and drained him of all his mana with the Troll beating away on him from the outside the pit with those range axes and even draining more mana from Lord Wilmore. And Lord Wilmore couldn't get a single stun off.
I have to say, that had to be the most chaotic, intense team fight I've ever seen where nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, I think 3 people died. That's
One,
it.
two. No, it was
those?
Clockwork and Disruptor. That's it.
Oh, crazy. And after the crazy things happened, we saw this Sven being stuck in the cogs for so long within the pit. His cogs constantly pushing him off with the Troll beating away, but he was able to just tank through it all. I thought he was definitely going down for sure, but being able to get out of there. And Roma with a great Hurricane Pike usage, being able to force himself over a wall. But now it's NIRP's time to shine.
Yeah, NIRP is ready to go. PMA actually pinned to their base, which is not a position that we have seen them in yet.
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing actually. If you Troll want to go high ground here.
Yeah. Oh, just throwing the axes in. I mean, he's got battle trance. Oh, Sven coming in though. He's popped. He's got the God Strength up. He's beating away as quickly as he can. Pig, very hard man to kill. Is he gonna make it out? He's gonna Echo Slam into Night Stalker. Night Stalker still not able to kill him. He's running away. Oh, but the Dion Shell will finally take him down. Now Upheaval, Q, Queen of Pain in there. Gonna eat the cheese. She's still alive. She blinks out of there. PMA trying to get as much as they can. Icy running away. No, they're just beating at each other. They're both gonna go down. Pop the Aegis. Now, Queen of Pain still back in the fight. She just barely takes a dive. God's Hand is gonna fly up onto his high ground. Now, NIRP. Oh, big vacuum up onto high ground. But is this what they want? Yes, it is. They're gonna take down the Clockwork as well. Now, Icy on the run. Are they gonna chase him down? Blink forward onto. Oh, beautiful disarm on the onto Troll. He's gonna try and fight as much as he can. Spins up, but he's taking so much damage. They're gonna turn. PMA showing that they can hold their high ground.
Man, I was talking about earlier when they were drafting and how NIRP was banning out all the mid heroes away from Roma here. And I was wondering because, I mean, the one game we saw, we didn't get to see Roma shine really because Lord Rollmore really took that game away on that Juggernaut. But we really see him pulling out the plays there. His position was perfect in that fight. Being able to engage and disengage on that silencer, being able to pull out so much damage, keeping his team in the game. And something interesting to see here, Troll Warlord, when he gets disarmed in a range state, he actually gets disarmed for, I believe, 5.5 seconds?
Because he's a ranged hero. At that time.
Yeah, and if he's in melee, he only gets disarmed for 3 seconds.
Pig.
Pig getting chased down.
Yeah, but you can't kill the pig immediately. Hookshot in. Now Night Stalker's in a bit of trouble. A root out onto Pig. Vacuum into Echo Slam. No, they're not making it out. They're making it out of there now. Actually, Disruptor, Night Stalker taking a dive, but everyone else fighting. They're in the back line. They've got the Upheaval, just slowing him up as much as they can. Now, God's Strength is in. He's trying to fight into the tower. Instead, he's going to bash the Warlock's face open. Now, oh, very nice blink from Pig. Means he's going to stay alive just for a little bit longer. He stays alive, in fact, entirely, and they're going to force a disengage here.
Yeah, God's Strength was wearing out. They didn't want to fight without God's Strength. Did they pick up the gem after Night Stalker dropped it? I mean, Night Stalker dropped it in a safe spot, so I'm assuming they managed to recover it.
No one has it, unless they sent the courier out, which doesn't have it either.
I think I did see a courier somewhere. Where did the gem go?
Clock has it.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, that is Streetlight's gem, so he was able to pick that up.
Recovered.
Still a very even game, only a 2k net worth lead. I don't think this game has breached into a 3k net worth lead yet. Like, this entire game has been floating between like 2k.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, right now it's approaching a 4k lead. Should be updating to, no? The graph, I don't know. Graph is looking weird. Graph is definitely over 3k, but
yeah, it does.
But the metric thing is not. Aishi, there's gonna be a blink out. Here we go, Sven's biting up into a vacuum, right into the static storm. Now Aishi's trying to run away. He's got the whirling axes, buying him some time, and a nice fissure means that they're gonna be able to put a little distance. Oh, Clockwork's gonna die inside of his own cogs, but now PMA is fighting back. Global Silence is used. They're putting the damage into Pig, but he's slowed up. There we go. The Rod of Atos is gonna hold him in place a little longer. Shrine's not gonna help you today. Hookshot forward onto Darkseer. Darkseer trying to get out of there. Lord Wilmore putting the damage in. Once again, Sven. God's Strength is out, but can he still fight away? QE, Queen of Pain. Yule's not gonna be caught inside of the field right now. Oh, stunned and rooted. She is getting completely removed. That was a buyback on Quap. Quap is not going to be here for this fight, but PMA, they're backing up. They're going to be able to get the tier 2. Are they going to have the distance? Are they going to have the ability here to take the tier 3? I think so. There's no battle chance. Well, battle chance will be back soon. Hookshot, a little longer. Golem, 20 seconds. They need to get up. They're actually just going to back out. Not going to be able to push the high ground. Not willing to risk it. They're playing this cool as a cucumber, and I think they know exactly how they need to play this game to keep it up. And what we were talking about, that net worth, where is it now, Golgi?
Net worth now is sinking right into about 7.5k, 7k right now sitting. So finally a big swing coming out for the side of PMA here. PMA, as you said, playing it really nice and calm. They don't want to take any unnecessary risks. They're very happy with what they got, and they know they can just grind this game out. And we saw them even in game 1, in the last game against their quarterfinal match. They didn't push their advantage, even though they had huge advantage there. They made sure everyone's ultimate was up, they made sure everyone's item was up, and they just made sure to be able to take one thing at a time. They don't try to bite more than they can chew. And going high ground there just might have been too risky for them. MKB, next target for Lord Wilmore.
Incoming.
Whew. Yeah, alright, we've just barely started seeing a any kind of advantage going to a team. Approaching 10k now. That was quite the fight.
Yeah, what a fight. I mean, that was 2 buybacks, I believe, on the side of NIRP. I did see a KC buyback, and as you said, Queen of Pain did buyback also.
Coming in.
So definitely working towards that win, the end game victory condition here, wearing out the opponent's buybacks. KC actually has hit level 25 since. And that's going to be the lifesteal. Sorry, not KC, on the QE, on the Queen of Pain. 70% spell lifesteal.
Wrap around coming here from NIRP. They're trying to go onto the Night Stalker. They might be running into the Silencer instead. Silencer though, yeah, Radiant, both teams scanning up right now.
Yeah. It's also notoriously hard to gank a Night Stalker with Aegon and Scepter, even with a smoke. Especially now that he can fly into trees. So failed smoke attempt here. God's still farming away.
Players here.
Now Streetlight actually has managed to get his first actual item with the Blink Dagger. He made poor support all game, but now be able to play the game a little bit more. Roshan coming up in 20 seconds. It's going to be a very important Roche fight coming up. Should go decide who wins this game, probably. At least when it comes to if NIRP can stay alive. If PMA takes this, and I start to scout it out actually. He's going to be too far away when it comes up.
Did PMA? I have to imagine they recovered the gem after that fight, which would account for a lot of the gold swing.
Yeah, I guess it's like 1,600 gold swing. Where's the gem? Does Casey still have it? Oh, gem is still in base. Gem is in base. He dropped it.
Something
So.
bad is happening.
Oh, so they did not recover
Good
it
dude's
actually.
bottom
Yeah.
just fell off.
A gift from the tempest.
I suppose I do agree with the NIRP's decision. It's not really worth carrying the gem rod, I suppose, especially knowing
The
that
Night
you're opponent is Night
Stalker,
Stalker. Yeah.
Oh,
There is
Aishi, he's gonna get glimpsed, but it's back into the base. They don't have anyone in position to take him out. Aishi, a little lucky.
A little too mobile. He ran so fast that
That it
glimpse
just
put
took him,
right
yeah,
back in-
almost straight
yeah.
back to base. Almost back to, just take him back to Fountain.
But that's a double damage, and that should be able to help them
comes
take
the
this
Roche.
Roche real fast. Ooh. And that's going to be also be a sheep stick over on Roma, which is going to be a pain to deal with. Sven getting all the cheese or the Aegis. That's going to be going over to Roma, and the cheese over to the Darkseer on the lead. Will we see Roma pick up this scythe here? I feel like he doesn't want to. Looks like he's looking to want to buy back.
Yeah.
In case. Buy back and re-engage.
He's, only 200 gold away from the surplus. Jumps up on the high ground, immediately being forced that back down. They're gonna use Cogs and the Fissure. Not quite ready to go in. They've got Roma with the Aegis, so they're fine baiting with him, seeing what they can force out. Maybe see if they can force out any ultimates.
Yeah. Roma at
Darkness is gonna
2.5.
fall. Here they look like they're ready to go. Lord Wilmore, root up onto Aishi. Aishi's gonna get staffed away. Still on the high ground, still not ready to breach. Aishi's going low ground. Glimpse just puts him back at the base.
It's going to bounce silence.
And a pause.
Okay.
Oh, breaking
I mean,
this up.
I mean, this is a good time to pause. If you're lagging, like this is the perfect time to pause, honestly, because nothing is really going on, but things are about to happen. So it looks like Roma did commit to that Scotty here. That Mystic Staff is going to be flying out immediately. And even with that Scythe being bought with the Mystic Staff, he has buyback, but it won't be enough money for be able to buy back and be able to TP boots in. So that play is probably off the table, but there is the Aegis on him. Troll Warlord has reconnected to the game. Oh, is his name Instagram? Have we been saying it wrong the whole time?
Who?
Troll Warlord, because if you see him reconnect, oh, they're going to be reconnect.
Instagram is wow. Okay, they're gonna take out Big. Big is actually killable.
Yeah.
The notorious Big. Hookshot forward. It's gonna get on the Night Stalker, but he's not able to do anything. Big vacuum wall into the static. No static storm. Just the kinetic field. Buybacks coming out. Big and Troll Warlord. Icy having to buy back. Fissure gonna catch Roma and Millie. Now there's the static storm. Queen of Pain is in the middle of it. Caught with an Atos. Not taking too much damage though. Lily very low on HP. Oh, gonna get diffused and now trying to run away. Has no mana. Pops the cheese is gonna be able to get the surge out of there. Unbelievable. Lily being able to survive this one. Now God's Hand's running. Queen of Pain trying to get him. Yule's up. No, instead they're gonna turn it onto Quap. Quap is stunned right now, being vacuumed in.
So
no,
tanky.
yeah, she's absolutely being able to stay alive.
Lifesteal.
That lifesteal ain't nothing but a thing. Shrine is
Yeah.
gonna be used. PMA trying to fight up into Lily once again, just popping out those spells and healing up to full. Glimpse back now, she's silenced in the kinetic field. Yule's up, trying to keep herself alive a little bit longer. Echo Slam is used, but no one's gonna die just yet. Upheaval means they're stuck inside. They're gonna be able to pick up Big again. Now Silence Warlock getting out of there. Getting out of there with death, I should say. He did not complete that TP.
Whew. Man, they're just trying to chase it down, trying to get something out of those buybacks, but PMA playing it super safe, being able to kite them out for so long. Age is still on Roma.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They want to take this high ground
Step
finally.
forward, Sven. He's gonna start punching into Clockwork. They use the battle trance and they're fighting away. Sven right now, but a vacuum into a static storm. They're stuck inside of it right now. Queen of Pain getting bursted up. Now, Icy, they're gonna have to kill him. Wilmore could be going down. No, he's barely making it out of there. Unbelievable, he's still alive. He's not the one with the Aegis. Roma is. Roma's not staying in though. They've got 3 down. They must not expect that there are buybacks. Just not comfortable staying there.
Dire's top barracks.
Yeah, they
Darkness
don't
will
want
fall
to
and they will fall back. Oh, and plus their top racks are getting pushed in and they cannot afford to lose.
And his top racks is getting minced.
Yeah, that's the name of the game for PMA. Like, just play it safe. Lord Lord actually is being saved by a well-timed Heaven's Halberd there. It was about to take a couple more right clicks from ICC,
Troll, yeah.
and yeah, that would have been the end of his life. Thankfully, Heaven's Halberd is a good item, especially against range characters. Yeah, so if you see like Troll buying back, if you press enter, it highlights his name as blue and his tags as like white, and apparently his name is Instagram according to that.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been calling him Aishi.
Oh, so yeah, Aishi being a suffix.
Yeah. But Instagram is a weird name. I was gonna be like, you know, follow Aishi at Instagram or some shit like that. Well, apparently not. Or it might be. He's being creative with the names.
Tempest of battle.
Maybe he's being sponsored by Instagram, and that's so important that he let them name him. But he wanted to make sure he had his own name.
Like you watched StarCraft, right?
No.
No, okay. It reminds me of like they had a player called Nesty.
Nesty?
Nesty, yeah. And he he just picked the name because he liked drinking Nestea, not that he was sponsored by it, but eventually he was sponsored by Nestea because why the hell not, right?
Alright, Aegis is reclaimed. So, they're not able to break high ground with it. They're just playing it so safe. They're getting themselves quite a net worth lead. What was barely a 2k lead is now a 25k lead.
Yeah, they really pulled ahead in this game.
Surge is this?
I mean, they did have the stronger team fighting team, and they're making it work in this late game with all their items being picked up. It's making it line up perfectly. And I suppose that's where the strength of NIRP's draft was, the kind of mid-game, early-game skirmish ganking with the Earthshaker and the Clockwork. And Clockwork is someone that's, oh man, that high ground siege, that range.
Yo, good guy.
He has level
Middle tower
25,
down. What
200
you gonna
attack
do?
range
Get
tower,
mad or
it's
get
crazy.
even?
Now, Hex up. Onto Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain taking quite a lot of damage, but she's got a BKB herself. Him and Roma beating away. Roma's going to switch targets. Casey taking a dive there. Now Queen of Pain's trying to run away, but they've got the Vacuum, Static Storm, Rock. Everything is dropped right now, putting all the damage they can into Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain just barely making it out of there. The upheaval is going to be enough to keep them in their place, but now they've got these targets of these barracks, and they are made of tissue paper. Paper mache buildings up in the Radiant base right now, trying to fight away. Queen of Pain doing everything she can, but lifesteal will not save you today. She does have a buyback though, and is immediately going to buy back, trying to hold them off as long as they can, but there are no further buybacks on the team. They've got to hold them here. That's going to be one set of racks. It's the second one now, and they should have no problem taking a third set. If Queen can't make a big play here, she can't afford to die, but she can't afford to lose all her barracks either. They're just waiting 5 more seconds for the Clockwork.
Looks like they are. No killing offering in sight. And God's just flying on in.
Hook shot forward, they're going to catch the Night Stalker, but, oh, immediately he's not able to get his cogs off. Instead, oh, Queen of Pain is just getting punched to death. No mercy. That'll be good game called by Casey, and that is game 1 going to PMA. Beautifully played.
Good dude's bottom
Just patience, and then they just play the same thing. They know they can win any team fight if they play on their own accord with a nice Stalker vision, and they just make sure they didn't throw away their lead, and it paid out at the end. 56-minute game.
Look at the net worth graph right now. That's basically a flat line up until the 42-minute mark.
I think that was one of the most even games we've seen. Like, I don't think I've seen a game that goes like 43 minutes without someone taking a big net worth lead. That's crazy.
All right, everyone, great job, PMA. We will be heading back to the lobby and put you on the wait screen. We'll see you in game 2 when that starts.